Hello, everyone, and welcome to Messages from Your Loved Ones in Spirit. My name's Lisa Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. You can find me on social media, Wisdom of the Heart on Facebook and Instagram, and my website is lisalyle.com. So, welcome and thank you all for being here. And please know that whenever you connect with these messages, they will bring you a level of comfort, support, and a great big embrace of love. Messages from Spirit are timeless, and so they do stand the test of time. So, I trust that whenever you're connecting with these messages, you will feel loved and supported from them or by them. So, um, this was an interactive post I put up on my Facebook page, and there were three sets of cards lined up like this on the grass. And so I haven't looked at the cards yet. I'm just going to do this here with you. I hope that the lighting's not too terrible. I really wanted to sit outside and share these messages. So we're going to just get right started. So, if you were guided to the left pile of cards, here is your message. Light. And what I'm feeling from this right away is that your loved ones want you to remember who you are. And from their perspective now, this is all they see of you is your pure and radiant light as eternally connected to Source. I do feel like for all of you, this is a time of transformation, and I feel for some of you, I feel there's conflicting energies, and this could just be globally the collective energy, because there are a lot of polarized and conflicting energy around at this time. And this is a reminder for you to stay in your light and allow any of the shadow that's coming up. I'm just seeing these birds flying through, and what I'm feeling is that these birds are representative of perhaps your shadow, which has been making an appearance these days, and it may have you feeling like rather confused, or maybe it's just simply the collective shadow that you're plugged into. I'm hearing that it's time to remember your light and to take responsibility for shining your light in your life and in the world as a whole. The message on the card says, imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. And you know, we have this notion in physical form that this is all we are. We are the physical body. I'm Lisa Lyle, and you know, you are who you are in this lifetime. And yet we are so much more than our physical body. We're so much more than our name. And this is what I feel your loved ones want you to know, is that beyond this time and space that we call home, you are a radiant being of light. And while you're here, it is up to you to embrace all of all of all of what you are. It says you are a powerful being and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant you truly are. And I feel, as I said, the birds were feeling like the shadow. I also feel the birds are asking you to see things from a higher perspective, to get the bird's eye view. Don't be so quick to believe everything you see with your physical eyes, because the physical eyes are very limited in what we're able to see. You're being asked to rise up and see from the bird's eye view, the higher perspective and all perspectives of a situation, and within that vision, to maintain a neutral ground. Stay centered, stay grounded, stay neutral. The other card you've received is Angel Over Me. And I just feel like what this is letting you know is that your loved ones watch over you with great respect and tender care. And they are asking you to speak with them, to feel their presence, to nurture their presence in your daily life, whether it's through your prayers, whether it's, out in nature and having a conversation with a dear loved one who's in spirit, and trusting that they hear, and seeing if you can be in that neutral space where you are able to hear them speaking to you, feel them embracing you, feel their unconditional love for you. And that is all that remains, is what I'm hearing. That is all that remains on the other side. Once we transition from physical back to spirit, all that remains is the love that we shared. So if there were issues in life, if there were disagreements in life, please know that the slate is wiped clean and you are viewed as pure radiance, pure love light. The message on the card is, it says, it's a protection card. Angel wings surround you. Trust. Replace fear with love. You are eternally held safe within the arms of an angel. And they're taking me back to that fear word here, and false evidence appearing real. So anytime you are feeling fearful or you're feeling fear energy come into your experience, remember that fear is simply false evidence appearing real, and to face it head on. Face it head on. Face the shadow head on and shine your light of unconditional love on any and all situations that you are experiencing in your life right now. And know that you are a powerful, powerful being of light, and your prayers, your presence here on the earth at this time is so needed and much appreciated. Your loved ones say thank you, and they want you to know you are held in the embrace of eternal, unconditional love. So I trust that message resonates for you and makes some sense for you in this now moment that you receive it. So for those of you who were guided to the center set of cards, your card is intuitive nudges. And immediately I'm hearing it's time for you to trust the intuitive, the gut feelings, the knowing that you have. This is a time to trust. It feels like there is quite an opening happening through your third eye. And as I'm saying that, I feel a lot of pressure in my head, mostly here on the right side, but I do feel it down into here. And so for some of you, I feel like your third eye is opening up, and for others, there is an expansion. So what your loved ones want you to know is that you can trust your intuition. And it's really important at this time that you do trust your intuition and then act accordingly. Okay, it says intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and our divine spirit. For you, I also feel your loved ones are asking you to take some time to nurture your spiritual self, to connect with your higher self, and again, to connect with your loved ones in spirit. Talk to your angels, talk to your family members, talk to your ancestors, because there is such a team that is supporting each and every one of us, and we each have our own teams, as well as an intermingling of energies that work together that support us all. What I'm hearing is you do yourself a huge disservice when you don't trust your inner knowing. And I feel like there will be examples and situations where you had an intuitive hit about something you should or shouldn't do, and you didn't trust it. And on the other side of that situation, you were like, if I only would have trusted my intuition, because I knew this before I got into this situation. So trust what you know and take action accordingly. Your gut doesn't lie. And we don't have to know, like inner knowing. A lot of times people will ask me, like, how do you know? And it's like, I don't really know how I know. It's innate. It is uh, connected. I trust to my soul and my higher self. And the one thing I have found over the years is that the more we trust our intuition, the stronger it gets. So please take some time on a daily basis to connect with your higher self, to connect with your intuition. Ask for signs and wait for them to appear, because they always do. Oftentimes, especially these days, it's rather instantaneous. So trust what you know. With that third eye there, I'm not sure if you can see it so much in the image. It looks like it's in a box, in a frame. And what I feel like this opening is encouraging is to move beyond the box, to move beyond the conditioned experience, and again, get back into that more fluid flow as an eternal soul, as an eternal being of light, getting back into that flow, knowing that you are just here for a temporary time in this physical body, and what you do here now in the physical body supports your eternal soul. For some of you, it's turn off the TV, turn off the TV and the technology. The television is really not good for our emotional, mental, or spiritual health. The other card that you got, emotions. So we have, we're in right now, we are in the midst of eclipse season. So we are coming up to the summer solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere on Saturday, followed pretty quickly with a total solar eclipse on Sunday, the 21st. And so there are a lot of emotions, and we just had an eclipse, partial lunar eclipse in Sagittarius back on June the 5th. So there is this whole, we are all awash with emotions. And for you, with this third eye opening and emotions are stored in the sacral chakra, so between your hips. So anything we don't deal with, this is where it goes in our body until, it often presents as physical pain. And then once we connect with the physical pain, then we can get to the cause of that, which is often repressed or suppressed emotions. So I feel for you, there is a lot of emotion coming up, and maybe you don't feel that you can trust your emotions. And maybe you're not even validating your emotions. And what I'm hearing is that it's really important for you to honor everything that's coming up for you at this time, because it is supporting your healing journey. And this is what the world needs right now. We want peace, we want unity, we want equality for all, justice for all living beings. And it begins with each of us standing up for ourselves in our life, which means it doesn't mean standing up against, necessarily another person. It means standing up for ourselves and what we feel and what we're experiencing, and to allow ourselves to be in the experience without a judgment, because that's what I'm feeling with this emotions card. It's like it's almost like you're judging yourself for how you feel, or maybe even berating yourself, like, oh, I thought I dealt with this a long time ago, and why is this here again? Well, it's here again for release. It's asking to be released. And so I feel that really by the time of the next full moon, which will be July 4th or 5th, which will also be the final in the trinity of eclipses, I feel like really working with this energy is going to support you in clearing something. I'm hearing stalemate. I don't know why I'm hearing that. It's like something that's been blocked inside of you for a long time. Whether you've been conscious of it or not, it has been preventing you from moving forward. And this may be why you're not trusting your intuition. So it's really important to allow your emotions to come up, work through them, face them, acknowledge them, allow yourself to process them, however that may be, whether it's crying, whether it's, just writing about it. And then follow the intuitive guidance and actually follow the intuitive guidance you're receiving as to how to process your emotions. And perhaps this is a really good time for you to create some ceremony, some more sacredness in your life, so that you're really nurturing your soul's essence, which is this intuition and inner knowing, which flows directly from source. Make sure you're getting enough water. Make sure you're getting enough rest. If you can work with a body of water, then getting to that body of water. Otherwise, just even in a bath with Epsom salts or in the shower as the water's flowing over your body, just imagine that all the heaviness that you're feeling, all that density that you're feeling, allow it to be washed away and down the drain. The back of the card says you are awash with unexpressed emotions. Say exactly what you feel. It is safe for you to speak your truth. And we're in this big movement right now where all of us are being asked to honor our truth and to share our truth in the most loving and compassionate way. And we have to offer that love and compassion to self. As I said, for any, global shift, it's going to be the people on the ground, the bare feet on the ground that are making the shift in our day-to-day life. And there's a lot that we're processing right now, and I completely empathize with you and feel for you. And yet the greatest gift you can give yourself at this time is to trust your inner knowing and trust that you are divine and you are guided and led by the divine. Your ancestors in spirit love you and they support your healing journey in this lifetime, and thank you for supporting their healing journey beyond the physical. So I trust that message resonates and makes sense for you middle folks. And if you were guided to the right set of cards, here is your message. They all flow together so beautifully. This is Seek. What I'm hearing and feeling is that you have so many questions. You have so many questions. And maybe with this downtime that we've had, this global reset, you have been looking for answers. You've been doing some research. You've been talking to people, whatever it is. What I'm hearing is that the answers you seek will be found within your heart. The answers you seek are already within you. And so what I'm hearing is when you are doing research, when you are looking into things, expanding your consciousness, always allow everything that you're taking in, everything you're hearing or seeing, allow it to be filtered through your heart. Does it feel right? Does it feel like truth? And there's a lot that doesn't feel right now, collectively. Yet when we go into our heart space, when we do come across truth, we can feel it and we just know it without knowing how we know. We know that we are hearing and witnessing truth. And so again, trust the wisdom within you. Trust the wisdom in your beautiful heart. Prayer and meditation. I'm feeling prayer and meditation, it's a reminder. So I feel like this is a reminder for some of you as to what supports you. And if you have, if you have moved away from practicing those things that support you, now is the time to recommit yourself, rededicate yourself to your spiritual practices. Because at the end of the day, when we are finished in this bodysuit, we return home to spirit, which is pure source, light, radiance, all-knowing, expanded vision, which has nothing to do with the physical eyes. It's an energetic, it's a feeling, and it rises it rises when we die. All the love that we shared, all the light that we shone in this lifetime, it rises, it lifts us up. There is no, I'm hearing, and so this is going to be important for some of you to hear, there is no, in the spirit realms, there is no right or wrong. It is all a part of our experience. And so that's important to remember here in the physical as well, as sovereign beings of light, we are asked to find that 0 point, that neutral ground within ourselves, so that we're not getting drawn into the fight. There is a lot of fight going on, and when we're in our heart space, there is no need for fight. We are here for love. We are here to shine light. We are here we are here on our personal ascension journeys, which requires us to do our inner work, our healing work, because as we do that, we support the ascension of humanity collectively. And I keep hearing get to the earth, like get outside. And there's a reason they had me come outside today and record. Because this is what we really need, is to return to the earth, because the earth restores us and the earth reminds us of the truth of what we are, which is an organic being, continually evolving and growing. What I'm also hearing here is, well, it's okay to have a shift in perspective. It's okay for beliefs that you once held dear to no longer resonate with you at this time. Don't get bogged down by holding fast to a belief system that just doesn't resonate with you anymore and doesn't support you. And the deeper you go into your heart space, the more you will come to the space of oneness and the knowing that we are all one. And we don't have to apologize for who we are. We don't have to make excuses for who we are. Now is a time of really standing in your sovereignty, standing in your light, and trusting that the greatest wisdom will always be found within the heart. Yeah, and then look at this. Oh, I didn't even see that. See, there's leaves here. So I feel like there's something that you are being asked to let go of. And so maybe that's where the beliefs were coming in. It's okay to let go, because when you let go, it supports this new growth, and we see a butterfly coming out of the heart space, and that heart space is all golden light. So perhaps part of your message is working with that golden flame, that flame within. And when you're breathing in, imagine yourself breathing in and welcoming golden light into your physical body to support healing, to support the bringing forth of your inner knowing, the answers that you already have. The message on this card says, the power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. And, that's the truth. And you're more than a fragment of spirit. You are spirit in body. And this is what your loved ones want you to know, because they know that now. We are spirit in body, having a physical experience, and eternally we will be energy and spirit that expands and grows if we allow ourselves to. That's really what it's about. Are you going to allow yourself to truly be you? We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. That is the truth. And then this card, oh, look at that. The intention card. And I love that your cards are both purple. So I'm feeling like purple is a good color for you to work with, whether it's purple stones. I put on an amethyst today, interestingly enough, working with the color purple. And again, focusing on your heart, allowing everything you're taking in, everything you're witnessing to move through your heart. And if you witness and experience injustice, to send love to that situation, right? This is where we become conscious co-creators, is by using our superpower, if you will, which is the love which flows from our heart, using that to support others in remembering their own light. And we don't have to use our words, we can just the intention. And I feel like it's so important for you to create space in your life that is the intention is to nurture your soul's essence, your spiritual essence, while in physical form. The message on the back of the card says, do not lose sight of your original intention. Check inside your heart to see if the path you are traveling fits in with your original hopes and aspirations. If not, take action, take control, and steer your life back on course. And we've got a lot of planets retrograde now, and I think Mercury is, well, retrograde tomorrow. And this is a time to go within, and that's where the beliefs came in. Like sometimes we hold on to beliefs and certain um, thought thought patterns and all of this because it's so deeply ingrained, and yet we get to a point and we're like, oh, this doesn't really fit anymore. So I feel for you, a part of the message is it's take some time to reflect, go within, reflect, um, what's working, what's not working, what feels right, what fills you up, what do you want to nurture to grow in your life, and then what is it that you may be being asked to let go of at this time. And trust that as you let go, you create space for more and more to come into your experience that support your intentions of where you see yourself. And a lot of us have these grander intentions at this time. Where do we see humanity, and where do we see our earthbound family? And I'm not talking blood, I'm talking about every citizen of Mother Earth. How do we see our life here on this planet going forward? And again, the work begins with you. It begins with me. And if we do our personal work, we are doing great service to Mother Earth and humanity. And so your loved ones in spirit, group 3, thank you for all that you do. And thank you for your focused intentions, which emanate from your beautiful heart space. So that's it, everyone. I trust that your messages have felt full of love and supportive to you in any now moment you receive them. Please let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share the message with your loved ones in physical form if you feel so guided. I'm grateful for your presence in my life. I see you, I feel you, and I love you. Thank you for your presence here now. Until next time, take good care of yourself.